foundation of your wardrobe. And the more comfortable you are at your foundation, the more confident you will be everywhere else. Hi, I'm Brian Berger, founder of Mack Weldon. 6 years ago, I set out to reinvent men's basics. We started by making underwear that is so comfortable, it's like nothing you've ever worn before. No more feeling sweaty, rolling waistbands, or legs that ride up. We use top-shelf materials, like Pima cotton, and are the first to use real silver, woven into the fabric for its natural anti-odor properties. Plus, it keeps you cool all day. Hundreds of thousands of guys wear Mack Weldon, and we're proud to be called the Apple of underwear. There's no risk to try them on. If you don't love your first pair, it's on us.
Get 20% off your first order at MackWeldon.com with promo code MUSIC, but only until the end of the month. That's 20% off at MackWeldon.com, promo code MUSIC. MackWeldon.com, promo code MUSIC.
Do you still go to the post office? Still lugging all those letters and packages? Well, you don't have to anymore thanks to Stamps.com. With Stamps.com, access all the amazing services of the post office right from your computer. That's right, buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, anywhere, anytime. Stamps.com even helps you calculate the exact amount of postage every time. It just doesn't get any easier. No more expensive postage meters. No more time-consuming trips to the post office. Plus, Stamps.com gives you discounts on postage you can't even get at the post office, like 5 cents off every first-class stamp and up to 40% off priority mail. You'll be amazed how much time and money Stamps.com can save your small business. And now you can get a special offer from Stamps.com, including postage and a digital scale. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in radio. Again, go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in radio. That's Stamps.com, click on the mic, and type in radio.
Back to school. Time for kids to cut back on social media and video games and adjust to homework and earlier bedtimes. Easier said than done. Unless you have Circle, the parental control tool to manage screen time on connected devices, even when kids take them on the go. With Circle, you can customize a profile for each family member and set limits for screen time or video games. You can even instantly pause Wi-Fi. Get $30 off a Circle Home Plus when you visit meetcircle.com/offline. That's meetcircle.com/offline.
Mark Levin. He sounds like he's still on the Mark Levin radio show.
Why is this Eric Swalwell on TV everywhere? Is he particularly intelligent? No. It looks like he ran into a bus. Why is this guy? I mean, he was the first one out on the Democrat side for president. Why is he on... what's the point? Well, I guess there is no point. I want to remind you about the media. Look what they did to Kavanaugh. Look how they lied. Look at the Russia collusion matter. Look how they lied. Look how they still cover up for the Obama administration. Just look at them. What a bunch of freaks. After the top of the hour, I want to read you something that our buddy Philip Bump over there at the Washington Compost had, or as I like to call him, Philly Bump. And I don't even know you, Philly. Just to show you how they distort the news. They can't help it. It's been bred into them. They've been trained to lie, to advance their agenda. Liberty and learning. You know, in a healthy democracy, these two things are mutually supportive. In America today, however, the bond is broken. To help repair the breach, Hillsdale College has launched the Van Andel Graduate School of Government in the nation's capital. Unlike other graduate programs, Hillsdale teaches politics as a human activity oriented toward justice, a series of choices, guided in the best case by right principles, but made in ever-changing circumstances that require prudence to achieve the best attainable results. Rejecting the idea that we have nothing to learn from the past, Hillsdale's curriculum combines the careful reading of primary sources and serious historical inquiry. Students learn how to apply the principles of free government and advance the cause of constitutionalism and liberty, again in the context of ever-changing circumstances. Hillsdale's new Van Andel School of Government is a program unlike any other in Washington, D.C. Hillsdale educates thoughtful students so that they might perpetuate liberty. Hillsdale College, pursuing truth and defending liberty since 1844. Learn more at levinforhillsdale.com, levinforhillsdale.com, Levin for Hillsdale.com. Al Franken's back, Mr. Producer. Sure, I see Jeff Flake is back. Oh, sure, we're going to dig him up. I guess they're going to get Stormy Daniels next, you know, Mr. Producer? Ask her what she thinks. Maybe they'll get Avenatti in prison. Is he in prison yet? No? Okay, I'm sorry. Just assumed. All right, let's continue. Let us go to Mark, Portland, Oregon. How are you, sir? Those call letters are not correct. How are you? Go right ahead.
Hey, Mark, I wanted to bring up an aspect of this that I
KUFO is correct. Go ahead.
Hi, Mark. I wanted
Yes.
to bring up an aspect of this that I haven't previously heard talked about. It seems to me that the Democrats, inadvertently or deliberately, are attempting to take away Trump's right to executive privilege. So here's how it rolled out this time. They brought out an accusation that was outrageous. There was a promise that there was a promise that had been made to the president of the Ukraine that 8 times in this call that our president had brought up and made the request regarding Biden and investigating this. And so none of that was true. But the request is so outrageous that if the president says, well, unfortunately that call falls under executive privilege, everybody then goes, wow, this is so horrible, and you see it's a cover-up.
Exactly.
And so by rolling it out so outrageously, it forces Trump's hand to release something that he's not obligated and no other president.
And they're doing it now with the Secretary of State. They're making a bunch of demands, subpoenas issued by 3 different committee chairmen demanding testimony. And if there's a legitimate executive power, executive privilege claim, you're right. And the media, of course, are not going to cover this the way they need to cover it. Now, for Obama, they'd be protecting. They're protecting Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats right now. They know this is a bogus undertaking. They know it. But there's something there. But I cannot stand these so-called Republican columnists and others who go on Fox and other channels and pretend they're so even-handed. You know, there's something unethical here. I don't think this is ethical. Really, and why is that? Why is that? You think he interfered in an election? No, he didn't do that. How come, by the way, Mark, let me ask you a question. When Joe Biden tells the government of Ukraine, you better fire your general prosecutor, it's not only protecting his son and himself. What else is he protecting? If he chooses to run for president again, he doesn't want that blemish on his record, does he?
Well, sure, that can't be there.
Okay, so how come nobody's saying that Joe Biden was interfering with an election?
Well, obviously, the press isn't pushing back against any Democrat doing anything. These 4 senators that you talk about that made the request to push the Mueller investigation. That's just not...
No, 3 pushed the Mueller investigation, and 1 recently threatened Ukraine they better not investigate Biden. Shouldn't those 4 be expelled from the Senate under their theory here?
You would think that it would at least be a matter of discussion, that the country would want to hear about it, and that it would be something that within their chamber would be coming up. But
They could care less. All right, appreciate your call, Mark. Great Portland, Oregon, KUFO. We'll be right back.
I can't remember when he didn't smoke. He would go outside. I'd be bored.
My wife was the key driver into me getting away from it and switching. I think I have gotten a piece of my life back when I started with Jewel.
He uses Jewel in the house whenever he wants.
It worked magically.
Roy made the switch in 2017. To make the switch, visit JUUL.com. Jewel Labs compensated this individual for the time and expenses in providing this testimony. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Paddle lender, offer not valid in all states or prohibited by law. Home availability and amounts are subject to lender approval and all consumers qualified. Terms and conditions apply. See website and lender for details.
Wait. Tell me where'd you get that money
Oh, this? Oh, man, all this money came from 33money.com, right online.
Are you saying you went to 33money.com and got all that money you needed fast?